As a prereq, you'll need 4 players, and if you're playing Black Ops 1, preferably someone who has done the Call of the Dead Easter egg. It doesn't matter for BO3. Let's go. Start the map by getting points and making your way to the power room. Turn it on and begin hitting the box. You're going to need to get this map's wonder weapon, the baby gun, out of the box for a future step. In between the spins, head back to spawn and have each of the 4 players stand in a corner of the temple housing Quick Revive. You'll see 4 buttons with skulls on them. Count back from 3 and have all the team members press them at the same time. Once the map turns to night, have one player head towards the minecart side of the map, while the other heads toward the mudslide. Have the minecart player hit the skull button in the wall by the statue, and it will begin step 2. Tiles will come out of the floor on both sides of the map, and each contains a symbol when stood on. It is up to the 2 people to match the symbols across the map. For example, say I step on this plate by Jug, and it's the Chanel logo. Then my teammate needs to find it on the other side and stand on it. However, player 1 can't be standing on any plates while player 2 is looking. Once both plates are found, stand on the plate and it should go into the ground. Do it 11 more times and you should hear some dialogue. Then the map will turn back to day. Step 2 done. Go back into Eclipse mode again and head to the water slide. Have 3 players go down the slide and drop their controllers/keyboards when they hit the bottom. Have the 4th go down and hit a tiny switch on the right side of the slide and also drop their controller at the bottom. If done right, you'll be teleported out of Eclipse. For step 4, you're going to need the baby gun from the box. Once you get it, head back to Eclipse mode and go back to the water slide. A meteor will crash into the cliffside. Cook a grenade and throw it at the meteor to knock it down, then shoot it with the baby gun and knife it. Follow it down the slide and hop in the water spout at the bottom once it gets stuck. If done right, you'll be out of Eclipse again. For step 5, you're going to need a napalm zombie. Make sure to keep your distance from the napalm so it does not explode prematurely. When the chance arises, have your team go back into Eclipse mode and have one player be the napalm zombie leader. Lead them towards the minecart side of the map and flip this valve 4 times next to the pack-a-punch plate in order to activate the gas fumes. Guide the napalm zombie through the gas leaks to set them on fire. You just need to go from the valve to the power room. Once there, either have one player take the napalm as a safety precaution or kill him. Flip the switch located next to the valve you flipped earlier to complete the step. For step 6, head back to Eclipse mode and have at least 2 people purchase the spike mores from the power room. Head to the tunnel on the water slide side of the map and look for holes in the walls where the MP5 is resting. Position the spike mores towards the holes and have zombies be killed by them. Check and see if the holes are plugged by spikes. Once all are plugged, hold F on the forsaken brick in the waterfall area and launch the flood. You'll go back to daytime if done correctly. Step 7. Go back to the Eclipse mode and have the team get looking. Your team needs to knife the tablets y'all stood on earlier to make them glow blue. There are 2 on the water slide side, 3 around power, 5 in spawn, and 2 by the minecart. Once all are glowing, look outwards by the minecart and throw a grenade at the TP in the distance. Once it explodes, you can move on. Once you're transported out of Eclipse mode, look to the right of where you're standing and interact with the yellow radio on the bench. Let the dialogue play through, then go back to Eclipse mode and head towards the mud maze. You need to turn the wheels so that the correct symbol is facing upwards on each wheel. For the wheel directly to the left of the maze entrance, turn it to 4 dots in a vertical line. Across the way from that, turn the wheel to 3 dots in a vertical line. For the wheel directly to the right of the maze entrance, turn it to 1 singular dot. And for the wheel across from that, turn it to a C, line, and a dot. Once all 4 in position, you'll be out of Eclipse. Before the final step, make sure you have the baby gun pack-a-punched. You won't be able to finish this egg with it unpacked. For the final step, go back into Eclipse and have the team begin to knife the gongs scattered across the map. You need to look at the crystals on antennas near different parts of the map after you knife a gong. If the crystal grows red, that gong is invalid. If the gong produces a harmonious drone, that gong is good. There are 4 gongs scattered across the spawn and water slide minecart areas that are good. Once all are knifed, the crystals will glow yellow. Have a player stand underneath the crystal sparking around the minecart. They need to catch a stick of dynamite that will fall. Have the baby gun wielder shoot one of the glowing crystals with it, and it will start a chain reaction of sparks. Once the light hits the dynamite crystal, the player must spam interact to grab it. Once the dynamite is grabbed, congrats, you only have 1 little thing left. Open pack in Eclipse mode by standing on the plates in the 4 corners of the map and head up the stairs. Hand the dynamite through the crack in the wall after the dialogue finishes. Once the map turns back to daytime, either reopen Pack-a-Punch or have one player grab the focusing stone to finish the Easter egg. If you wanted to see this Easter egg in action, click here to watch me and my friends attempt this, as well as Moon for some interesting results. Peace!